Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning. Let's look at the mountain. Can't hardly see it. But, with all the typhoons hitting the Philippines, it's been raining quite a bit lately, so clouds are pretty much a permanent fixture. But that's okay. It's good for the plants to get used to the tropical sun, I guess, without being scorched half to death every day. They're doing pretty good. Hey, hey, hey. Alona will be over here in just a few minutes. She had to finish up some laundry she was doing. There's a lot to do. Everybody's busy when it's time to move in. Lots to do. Just kind of hanging out today, waiting for the aircon guy. I've started moving some stuff over here, but it's going to be 1,000 trips back and forth. Our coconut tree is actually making some coconuts. Alona and everybody said it was pretty much like not dead, but would never make fruit again, but there it is. They kept wanting to cut it down, but I kept telling them, don't touch my damn coconut tree. I like it. Right there beside the driveway. Party animals are probably out. And as we all know, my audience of mainly between 40 and 60-year-old men, that's the demographic that really hits the bars hard on Friday night. Party animals. I don't know what time the aircon guy is supposed to be here, but he's supposed to be here today, so hopefully, because I've already moved a bunch of stuff over here. Hello. I've moved the most important things first. So I have my soundbar and subwoofer. I've got the TV on the wall. I brought my computer over here because I need to clean it out. And I just cleaned this 2 months ago, but my God, look at the... Good grief. That's 2 months. I've had computers in America for 2 years that didn't look like that between cleanings. I'm doing pretty good today. Today's a good day. Today's move-in day. So I'm waiting on the aircon guy to come and swap the aircon over. Man, he's given us a good deal, it feels like, too. When he first installed that aircon, he charged us 6,000 pesos to install it, which is normal here. That's not bad. But he's going to have to do the same steps over here. He's going to have to uninstall it from there, which means vacuum the refrigerant into a tank, unhook everything, bring it over here, drill the new holes, and run all the stuff just like if you were installing a new one. And he's going to clean that system like a professional cleaning, and he's only charging us 4,500 pesos to move it over here and clean it. to me, it should be more expensive than a new install, but I don't know. He's the guy, so he set the price. I've also been in talks with a furniture builder, and we've pretty much made a deal, so I'm not going to tell you guys what it is, and I'm not going to spoil it on the live or whatever. I'll wait until it's done, which should be about 2 weeks. And then once we get it in here, I'll show you guys what it is. It's pretty damn nice. Or at least the picture that I sent them and said, build this, is pretty damn nice. So we'll see, but I like to move it. Yeah, moving sucks. I didn't really like my house in America that much, but I got a good deal on it when I bought it, and my mortgage was only $479 a month, including all the PMI and insurance and taxes and all that shit included. So I just stayed there for, 8 years or whatever, but mainly because I don't like moving. And that's why I was so excited to just sell that and come here to the Philippines, because I can't bring all that shit with me, so I just get rid of it all and I don't have to move anything. What year was that? I bought my house in 2017 and I sold it in 2024, and I tripled my money. When I bought my house, it was kind of remodeled on the inside, but the outside was kind of a disaster. It needed a new roof and all kinds of crap. So I only paid $63,000 for my house. It was a 1,000 square foot, 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom. Well, actually, it was only 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom when I first bought it. But I remodeled it. I turned the garage area into 2 bedrooms. I raised the floor level and put a new subfloor and split the room down the middle and made 2 bedrooms. I completely gutted that house and rebuilt it. Me and my friend Garrett put the roof on ourselves, and just completely rebuilt the house. So I bought it in 2017 when prices were pretty good. I paid $63,000, and I sold it for $159,900 in 2024. And I owed $54,000 on it. So I walked away with about $100,000. It was like $92,000, something like that. I know COVID really messed some people up, but it worked out pretty good for me because my house value pretty much tripled. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're moving today. Unless the aircon guy doesn't come for some reason and we have to stay another night over there. I left the bed, and I've always got my phone, so I can lay in bed and watch the phone or whatever and I'm not going to move the Starlink over here until I know that the aircon guy is here and he's going to get it hooked up. So, and then we'll go ahead and bring the Starlink over here. Right now I've got internet over here, obviously, because I'm using it right now, but I've got another Wi-Fi router right here, and I've got a 100-meter Ethernet cable running over all the way across the road through the trees and into the other house to the Starlink router. But as soon as I know the aircon guy is here and he's going to get it moved over, then we'll start the process of moving the Starlink over here. I am going to have to drill a hole through the wall. Kind of hurts me to do it, but right over here by this outlet, I'm going to put a hole all the way through the wall for the Starlink cable to come through. And then I'll just silicone the hole. Well, I'll put a piece of conduit or whatever in there, and then silicone that. But yeah, the plan is to move today, so we're kind of getting everything. It just sucks because we're, you know, we don't have a truck or anything, so we're walking. Everything we own, we walk from the other house to over here. But yeah, the TV's mounted. The sound bar's down there. I have a little entertainment center stand thing to go there. We brought her dish organizer thing over here. My computer. You know, some cups and whatnots. Yes, I am going to put the runoff from the roof into the well, but not all of it, because here's the deal. I went down there and looked in the well the other day, and granted, we've been getting quite a bit of rain lately, but I mean, we've been taking shower after shower over here, running water, toilets. I mean, we haven't even tried to save water. We've just been like normal or whatever. And I went and looked in the well the other day, and the water level's the same as it always was. It hasn't dropped at all. So I think if I run all 6 downspouts from this roof into that well, it's just going to be overflowing with water all the time. It's just going to be it's going to be too much water. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably run that very back downspout. Well, I might run the 3 downspouts on this side of the house into the well. And then this side over here, I'll connect all the downspouts to a 4-inch pipe in the ground, and then up here in the corner, I'll just run it out where it drains down like into the road area. I'll dig a trench through here and just run it out there. So this side of the roof will just drain off down the, you know, off the way. And then this, I think this side over here I'll put draining into the well. Build kitchen cupboards. Well, see, I've always been a pretty honest guy, but aside from that, my dad always taught me. My dad wasn't the best guy in the world. I'll admit that. He was in the Marine Corps, and he's one of those guys where the Marine Corps didn't teach him like any compassion or anything at all. He was a tough, rough guy. He basically was just mean. Anyway, some of the what he did teach me though was the absolute worst thing that a man can be above anything else. The worst thing is a liar or a thief. A liar or a thief is the worst thing that a man can be. So from a very young age, I just decided I'll never lie. I will never lie. And I've stuck to it. I don't lie. If people don't like what I have to say, I'm sorry. You know, you can't handle the truth. But, I mean, if I don't want to answer a question, I'll just say I'm not going to talk about that, or I'm not going to answer that. Or if I feel uncomfortable with something that somebody says, or like police or anybody, I'll just say I'm not answering that. If it comes to a situation where I have to lie, I'll just not say anything. So I feel like that's kind of my thing, is like just brutal honesty. Like if you like it, good. If you don't, then that's too damn bad. Kitchen cupboards. So here's my plan. We're gonna put a plywood shelf, you know, about halfway up through here. And then we're going to have cabinet doors all along the underside here. Now somewhere, probably like right in here, we'll have some drawers with the soft closers for silverware and spoons and stuff like that. But the rest of it will just be like cabinet doors. Now for up here, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna have either the guys who made the doors or just the local furniture maker. I'm gonna have them get me some solid wood shelves, just like 2-inch thick, maybe 10 or 12-inch wide planks of wood, where I can drill into the wall and drill into the wood, and I can use those floating shelf anchors to where I'm just going to have 2 layers of floating shelves, all along. So I'm thinking floating hardwood, floating mahogany shelves on the top, and then just bottom cabinets. I really don't like upper cabinets very much. I don't know. I just don't like them. Make a switch on your pipes to drive the water when switch. Yeah, you can. They do make valves that big here, a 4-inch, ball valve. They do make them. I really don't know that I'll mess with it. I don't know. We'll see. But I really don't. I don't know. I think even just that one side of the roof running into the well will pretty much keep the well completely full all the time. I mean, it rains quite a bit here. Honestly, I could probably get away with not doing the, runoff from the roof at all, but there are periods of time here where it doesn't rain as much, so, I mean, it won't hurt anything to just dump water, keep it full of water. And then on the other side of the well, I'll have a discharge pipe that's, about, the same as the intake pipe where the water comes out. On the opposite side, I'll put a discharge pipe. That way the well doesn't fill completely up and back up the gutter pipe or whatever. It'll just, any excess will just discharge on down the hill. But honestly, the water runoff from the roof into the well is not super high on the priority list right now. So the very next project I'm gonna do is I need to build these steps. I need to frame, form, and pour these steps right here. I've kind of got it figured out to where I've got kind of the stringer layout figured out. I think it's going to be about a 10-inch step, a 10-inch run, and a 7.5 or maybe 7.25-inch rise. So if you guys don't know anything about building stairs, normally for a comfortable stair height and to be within code, you need to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 7.25-inch rise to 7.75. So you only have a 1/2-inch difference of stair height, so that people's muscle memory going upstairs doesn't mess them up and make them trip. Where in the Philippines are you moving to? Have you figured it out yet? Yeah, I wish things had gone a little bit differently. I just got right up against the budget there at the end, and I just couldn't. If I had about another, I don't know, $5,000 or $6,000 US, then pretty much right about now the house would be pretty much being wrapped up and almost pretty much finished with the outside and the parking area and everything done. But I just didn't have the money to keep paying all those workers, so the workers' pay was equaling 25,000 pesos per week. So I just didn't have it anymore. So my main push was to get to where we could move in, and then I'll finish the rest of it when I feel like it, pretty much. I mean, I am kind of semi-retired here, so there's one guy in particular that rides my ass about you need to work harder, you need to go faster and all this stuff. Dude, I'm semi-retired here. Like, I'm in the Philippines. Like, let's take it easy a little bit. We don't need to work 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, being in the Philippines. The inside of the house is finished. We're going to be dry and safe from storms. So, you know, if it takes me a year or 2 years to finish all the outside stuff, I really don't care. Doing it all yourself. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do it all myself. I hired a crew, but I mean, I was the foreman, so it's a little tougher here in the Philippines than it is in America, but you can do it. The total figures are coming when I'm in here. Like, I can have my desk and computer set up. I would say within a week. Within a week, I'll get you guys those numbers. So let's say like, it's hard to say a day because you guys are a day behind and the videos are 2 days behind. So I don't even remember. So yesterday's video would have went up this morning. So today is Saturday for me. It's Friday night for you in America. So Friday's video for me went up this morning, which is Saturday. So I would say look for the budget video next Friday or Saturday. Friday or Saturday of next week, I'll get it to you guys. But that means I'm going to have to sit here with a whole box full of receipts and just pretty much do nothing else but that. I mean, in the mornings when it's a little bit cooler outside, I'll come out here and start prepping this and do a little bit at a time on that. Oh. Okay, guys, I'm going to have to go. Alona's calling me, and the aircon guy is here.